Good day, everyone. Here I am again in our house update. As you can see, the walls are already set using the hollow blocks. So these hollow blocks are made from sand. So this is really strong as compared to hollow blocks made of limestone. So this came from our local supplier, who is my uncle. So the masons are doing their great job because the filing is really nicely and correctly filed. So these are the columns. In the previous video, I let you see the foundation and the beams using steels like this. There are different sizes. So as what you can see in the upper portion are beams made of steel. So steels are of number 12, I think, but the columns are made of number 16. So there are a lot of steels installed and mounted using tie wire. So this will ensure that the structure is really strong. So that beams made a structure really strong as designed by the civil engineer. So this is a two-story building. That is why the beams are really bigger. If you build a building in just a one story, so the beams are just smaller, on the number of no the size of the steel are also smaller, but the higher the building will be, the bigger the number of size of the steel to be used. So only the first floor are already done but not yet complete, because this will be polished by sand and cement. The term is plastering of the hollow blocks that will make the wall stronger. Because without plastering during earthquakes, so the building will not withstand with strong quakes. And these are the beams. Really, it took them several weeks to arrange or to install, and there are several men also doing this job. Actually, I have a bigger windows so that the rooms will be comfortable. So these are the hollow blocks delivered by the local supplier. This is a first room, and the columns, 19 columns in total. There are 5 rooms in the first floor, and soon the 5 rooms also in the second floor. That's my well. So I made it sure also that I always inspect this during weekends because that's my vacant day. This is the septic tank. So they dig this septic tank is just within the or under the, I think this is the kitchen portion, because of a limited land or area, so I just maximize the space. So in this upper portion is just the CR, not exactly on top. So men are doing the great job using their equipment and marine as a molder. So as what you can see, there are bigger steels used in the second floor. Beams are essential. The structural strength is very important. Don't save with the structural. You can save in the beautification or the exterior part, but really the structural part should be strong, because the aesthetics is just, it could be saved. You can save in aesthetics, but don't save with the structural part. So as what you can see, bigger windows. I instructed them to have bigger windows, although the carpenters or the mason said that this is too big, but I said no. I want people who lived here feel comfortable even without electric fan or air condition. So that's a septic tank. I emphasize the beams. Why? Because this is the secret why buildings withstand with strong earthquake. Because we are in the ring of fire. So the Philippines is in the ring of fire, and Bohol was once experienced the 7.2 magnitude earthquake in 2013. That is why I said to the engineer to design a stronger uh, design. Though the engineers already know what's the exact design or materials to be used, like steel and designs, but I said that no, just make the columns and the beams stronger, even stronger. And I'm thankful to the workers because they're really doing their great job under the scorching heat of the sun. So they are really very hardworking and friendly. So these are the sand and gravel. Materials really are strong thanks to the supplier. So you have seen the columns, 19 columns all in all. Again, the beams are really emphasized here in this video. If you plan to build a house, even though that is just a one-story building, make sure that the beams really are mounted well, because during earthquake this will hold the entire building together. There might be cracks, but really this will make it even stronger. During earthquake, this will hold the building as one. There are beams also in the lower portion, as what I have shown to you in the prior week. The lower portion of beams are first mounted, and this time the second story beams are in place already. So the design of the columns around, because I can save with the materials. You can make a rectangular form of your column, but these columns are in circle form because I use plain sheet of metal sheets, plain metal sheets, which you can save than using a marine plywood. You can reuse the plain sheets if you are having this kind of design, so you can save money. And for me, that's aesthetics also. The finished output is really pleasing to the eyes than the rectangular form or the square form. So the intersection of the beams are being mounted through a tie wire, and also there is a welding welding portion, or they welded using a welding machine those metals that interconnect with each other. to make the second floor, not only the second floor, but also the entire building stronger. So make sure that there is already electricity in the area. Like you have to contact the local cooperative to install electricity using your bunkhouse as the place where you mounted the electricity, the bunkhouse. So these are the columns. Again, I emphasize this is the septic tank. I am utilizing the back portion of the building